So the first section that we are going to develop is frequently asked questions. Go to my code base. This section only we are going to develop now. So we will give various FAQ and let me type something to ensure I'm getting this output in my browser. We get this. And we already discussed about container class name in the previous class, I believe. So let me add container class here. We have already given the styles for the container class. And let me add okay. Let me see the difference. The text has come inside, which means the container style is applying properly. Okay. I like to tell you one shortcut, but I think it will work if I change my resolution. Okay. There is an extension called Go Full Page Screen Capture. You can Google this word, Go Full Page Screen Capture. You will get an extension, Google Chrome extension. You can install it on me. So this one. Again, install this extension. And if you click on this, what it will do is it will take the screenshot of the entire web page and it will give you as an image. Okay, it will take screenshot of the entire image, entire web page, and it will give you as a single image. You can download it as a PDF or PNG. So I recommend you to download it as an PNG file. And I cut this file from my download folder and I bring it to my images folder. And I paste it here and I rename it to reference. I come back my project folder. Now I see images as a new folder and reference.png. Well, so what you have to do now is body. For body, you have to call that background image image. Sorry. So I am in this file main.css and I like to call this file reference.png. So I have to go back first because from main.css I have to go back so that I will have access to the previous folder. To go back, what is the shortcut? // So if you put dot dot slash, it will go one step back. Now you will have access to the entire project file. So I need to step into images. I will select this, then reference.png. Then you have to set some basic height. I will set. Once we develop our page, we will remove this value. If you go to your project and refresh this, you will see the entire web page here, but it is a background image. It is not the completed project, but it will look like a completed project. This is a trick that I used to follow in the earlier days. You can also try that so that it will be easy for you to develop this page. It is like having our reference website as the background image. So on top of it, we will develop our page, and once we complete that, we will simply remove this background image. That's it. Okay. So our frequently asked question section is here, but it should come where? Okay, I have to increase the height till this section only. Check our portfolio only, I could see. So I need to know the height of this image. How can we identify the height of an image? There are many ways to do that. Since I have called this as a background image, I cannot identify this from this one, but I can go to sources and open that image, but it is not loading properly since I don't use any local host or uh, live URL. So let me go to our local folder and see. You can get the dimension. You just need to mouse over on it. You will see this. The dimension is 1920 cross 8981. So 8981 is the height. So here I have to give 8981. Press this. You will see the entire web page. Now we are going to start this section, frequently asked question. But it is here. The reason is we didn't develop, we haven't developed other sections. So what we can do is we can give some rough margin value, margin top value for FAQ, so that this FAQ, this frequently asked question, you can see, I believe you can see this text, frequently asked questions will come to this section. So I'm giving some margin top. I have selected this div and apply some margin top value. It should be something more than 5000 pixel. Give padding instead of margin. Otherwise, the margin will be applied for the body tag as well. So prefer padding instead of margin, and you can keep increasing it. Go scroll. It is here. This text is here, but it should come little further. Now you will get accuracy very easily. So this is the section. So Why I have given padding top 6785? Because there is no section above this. I haven't developed any other section. That's why I have given. Once I develop those sections, I will simply delete this line. So I will copy this and AQ. Okay, I got it. And now we have the complete reference of this section. We don't need to go to this website again and again. We don't need to go to this website again and again. We can simply stay on our page and start doing it. Can you follow? Is it fine? Can you follow what are the things that I have taught till now? If yes, then put yes. Okay. Super. So we have frequently asked question here, but instead of that, this section, this content should come before. But before that, we need our first goal is to have the necessary layout. We are our first purpose of this web page is to develop the layout. Then only we will focus on content. Okay. So in this section, what are all the nested sections are available that we can analyze now. This section has a heading part, the FAQ, frequently asked question, and this description. These three sections I will call it as section title. Then that question and answer I will call it as section content. So what I will do is I'll put this as class section title, and I will put another one section content, and in section title I will have this text FAQ, frequently asked questions, and this UT something. So we can copy the text easily from here. I will use some BR tags for now because my ultimate goal is to form the layout, not the content part. I will just put some BR tag in section content. I have copied something, no problem. Okay, and here these questions will come. And when I click on it, it is expanding. When I click it again, it is shrinking. We will do this once we learn JavaScript. Now JavaScript is not part of our scope, so we don't need to worry about that functionality. We can simply assume that all question and answers are open. So I have just put some content. Actually, you don't even need to put this content here, but just for your idea, I have put this. Let me go to my page and refresh it. Well, so we got FAQ, frequently asked questions, other stuffs here, but we will bring this design once we complete the layout. Okay, now our primary goal is to complete the layout. So we have got the basic layout for this section. What is the basic section? The FAQ has one container. Inside the container, there are two sections. One is section title and another one is section content. And inside section content, there are some questions and answers. So I simply typed that, and there is no subsection. So I didn't go further. I have directly added content here. And now we can do two things. One is moving on to another section and put the basic layout there, or we can complete this frequently as section perfectly and move on to next section. Which one you prefer? Do you prefer to complete the frequently asked questions section perfectly and move on to other section, or you want to form the basic layout for entire website and do the other styling? Which one you prefer? Option 1 means finishing each section perfectly and moving on to next section. Option 2 is completing layout for the entire website and focusing on style. Which option you prefer? You can use chat box. Option 1 means completing each section perfectly. Option 2, completing layout for the entire web page, which means it will be like this. You won't see proper style for the content, but entire content, the basic structure will be there. Completing layout perfectly. Monisha, super. Which means option 1. That's what you're saying. Completing each section perfectly. That's what I understand from Monisha. Is it correct, Monisha? So you want each section to be completed perfectly. Both are correct. Option 2. Okay. So you want to have the basic layout. Okay. Others, we can go on most preferred option. Option 1 or 2. Monisha has said option 2. I'm fine with that. Others, two. You can wait 1 more minute max to get option from others. Two. The majority has come, I think. So we can move, or we can go with that model. So we will have the basic layout for all sections. That will be our primary goal. Then we will move on accuracy and other stuffs. Super. So after completing this FAQ section, I like to start this newsletter section because it is again a simple section. Actually, you don't need to put, it is not mandatory to have container here because all are center aligned. All are center aligned from left to right. There is no two column and every text is center line. So it is not mandatory to give container, but assuming in future there can be one more section added for this section. Assuming in future some one more section will be added, I give container div here inside. Let me split it further. For FAQ, we saw this section has two different sections. This one FAQ, frequently asked question, and these three items I said I took that as a heading section, and I took this as an content section. But here I will take this join our newsletter and this text as heading section, and this input box and subscribe as content section. It has join our newsletter. and there are form elements. So we can simply say form will come here. Okay, when we do that, when we step into this section in detail, we will give proper HTML tag for this section. For now, we need to have the basic content for each section. That is enough. So let me refresh. This will be form will come here. Our newsletter will come here because there is no space between these two sections. So what we will do, add one ID name, copy, and paste here. Initially, you need to change these padding values often, which means once you do another section, you may need to change this padding value. And in the end, you will simply replace, you will simply delete this padding value. It's too big. Start from 100. So 100 means it comes here, but it should go here. So simply increase this. That's perfect. So 1460 I have to give. So these are the two sections which didn't have multiple columns, frequently asked questions, and newsletter. So you don't need to worry much about these two sections. That's why I started here. But other than that, other than these two sections, if you see, there are sections in a vertical way. That means our address, email, and call us all are coming in same line, which means this is one section. Let me take a screenshot. In this section, you can very well see that this is one box, this is one box, and this is one box. Likewise, you can take any section, there will be some boxes. How can we develop that? That we will do now. Okay, this section, the banner section is not that much complicated, so we can complete that now. It doesn't have more than one column. It has only one box, right? It has only one box. So let us finish this. Let us take banner as the third component. Let me go to my web page. There is banner. Okay, welcome is banner section. Okay. Okay. Inside that, we have to put one container. So div class equal to container. Then welcome to this land. Get started. Watch video. Two links are there. Link is just an inline element, so you don't need to think that this is one column and this one column. These are all just two inline elements. So we can simply get started. watch video. That's it. Save it. Go to the page. This it come to this land, but it should come little below. So I can give padding top. This is one way, like giving padding stuff. Another idea which we can follow is giving fixed height for each section. Let us go in that way. Since we have decided to complete layout for each section, I will give ID value for each section. Header, highlights, about, and I will use this icon split editor so that I can see both my HTML as well as my CSS. And if I hit Control B, this Explorer will be hidden. So I can see my, I can make use of my space very well. Is start this. Make sure all values are in small letter. Service. Testimonials. Portfolio. Team. Pricing. Contact. Newsletter. Footer. And legals. So I need to have selector for each section. The first one is quick links. For quick links, we have this followed by header. So I will use the selector, then banner, to simplify our effort. I will copy paste this first so that we have got the basic syntax. Then I will simply copy from here and paste here. Service. Testimonials. Portfolio. Team. Pricing. Pricing. FAQ, we already have it, so I am not repeating it again. Then contact, then newsletter. With newsletter also we already have. Delete this, bring it below. Footer, then legals. So we have the basic selector ready. Now if you go and refresh this page, inspect it. I will give height for each section. For quick links, I will give some height. So keep your mouse on this section so that it will show how much space it is occupying. This is correct. So 40 pixels. So quick links height is 40 pixel. Simply copy and paste. Okay. And header 93 pixel. Then banner. You have to remove all these values once you complete the web page. Since we are in development phase, we are giving this value. Once you complete each section, you will simply remove that height. Keep your mouse here and increase this. Syntax. You can use arrow keys or shift arrow to increase or decrease the value. I mean up arrow and down arrow. You can use either up arrow or down arrow to increase or decrease the values. 595. Try to give accurate value for perfect output. I don't think you will get this kind of tricks in other tutorials. These are the tricks that I found myself and follow. And another way is to another idea to give the correct values, give some background color so it will distinctly shown in the screen and increase the height value. You will see how much talk space. 30. Support and remove that background style alone because we gave that just for our reference. Fill section, background blue, height 40 pixel. Increase this. Uh, there's a light blue color backside. It is difficult. So both are in white section. 255. Statistics. You can give whatever color you like. Yes, that will go away soon. $76. can give background or border. Both will give you that idea of how much space it occupies. For client section, let us try border model, border solid height 10 pixel. That pixel. This is bit time consuming task, but don't worry about that. It will save a lot of time when we do that section. In testimonial, it can give values for other sections like this. I don't want to spend most of our time on this. So there are other sections I will um, apply height like this for those sections as well. And if I refresh, I have saved my CSS. Refresh this header. Let us add some text in each section. Quick links, header, banner has that. Quote. Okay. Refresh this. Now we can see that banner starts here, header starts here, quick link starts here, highlight starts here, a board starts here. So it clearly states we have given proper height for each section. Now our next task will be to step into that section and complete other steps. Are you clear with what I have done so far? Any questions or any misunderstanding, confusion, or you're clear? If clear, then put yes. If you're not clear, can say, can ask your question. You should be in a position that when you see this video again, you should be able to do the same task yourself along with understanding why you are doing. Okay. You should be able to do, and you should be able to answer the question if someone asks why you are doing this. Okay. Without knowing the answer for why, don't do that work at any time. If you see some videos and simply uh, uh, type what are the things that they type in that video and you get the output means, then there is no need for that work. You should understand why you are doing it. Okay. So let us set our benchmark like we should finish till testimonial and move on to other stuff. Okay. Or else what I will do is after this section, I will apply height for remaining sections as well. I don't want to take more of your time for doing the same task again and again. So what I will do is I will apply hide for other sections as well after this meeting, and I will commit my code. Next we can move on to the next section. Okay, we have completed banner, and that's it. All other sections have multiple columns. Highlights. This section has multiple boxes. There is no title. This section highlights don't have a title section. This section, the other sections that we have done till now, that FAQ as well as the newsletter had title section, but this highlight doesn't have title section. So now my layout will be like, first one is what? Container. Inside that there are 4 horizontal boxes. So we can say these boxes as flex items. Okay, so you can see these 4 boxes as 4 flex items. So there should be one div to represent Flux container, correct? So in Flux concept, there are 2 key things. One is Flux container, another one is Flux item. You should not call this container as Flux container. The purpose of this container is to give the common bit. That's it. So you should not treat this container as Flex container at any point of time. So what I need to have is have class name. Flex container. Inside that there are 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should not give class name like this. I mean, flex container, flex item, like that. Like CSS oriented technical name, you should not give. Just for understanding, I am giving. Once you understand the concept, I will change these class names into relevant class names. First one has an image, a text, and some paragraph. Okay, and we can give BR tag. Okay, so I have used only one element so far. See, there are 132 lines in my page, but inside my body there is only one tag, that is div tag. So when you work on layout, you should not write any other tag other than div. But when you use schematic code, you will use other tags like header, footer. So you can use tags that are relevant to layout. You have to use those tags only. You should not focus on content related tags like paragraph tag, image tag. You should not use that when you are working on layout part of a web page. Right. So let us come back and see our output. There are contents are available, but these are all in vertical direction. But this should come in horizontal way. How can we do that? We will apply the flux concept, but it's already 8, so we can do that in our next class. So in next class, we will start using flux concept. But what I expect from you before coming to next class is type and show. Before we start our next session, that is tomorrow morning, you have to create a repo for Bisland project. So instead of Bisland, you can give some other name, whatever business name that comes to your mind. You can give what. So this is your project name. Okay. So don't give a common name, give different name. And then you should complete the basic layout. Basic layout means the web page will have a div for each section, like my HTML. Inside body tag, each section will be having one div, which means each section you will represent that as one div, and inside that you will have this text. Header means header, quick link means quick link, and then so you should set height for each section so that it will give you decent output like this. Also give each section should have some random background color, like this. For header you can give background red and then reduce the opacity. You have to click this again and use this slider so that it will be transparent. Hit enter and copy this code, paste in your CSS. Okay. So now you can easily distinguish your work and the background image. If you give this like this, then you cannot see the background section. So you will again click this icon and reduce the opacity of the background color. Hit enter. Now you can copy this code and can give background or background color. Both are correct only in this case. So you will have a web page, a neat web page which has this text alone, and each section will have the proper height. So you can feel like, wow, we have developed a very big page, even though there is no content inside content available. You can feel like, okay, we have completed the first step of developing a web page. Okay, so we have to do this, and then after completing this, you have to add me as a collaborator. My GitHub username is FabbyWhale. I believe you know how to add collaborator. If not, simple, go to your project, settings, manage access, you'll ask password, and simply uh, we will. Now it won't show anything because I am happy whale can give some other name. Sorry, you have to give happy whale so that my name will be shown. Likewise, you can add Pavitra as well. Pavitra's mail ID is fabe pavi@gmail.com. Okay. I don't know her username. And if you want to know my email ID, vail@favi.com. You can send invite using this email ID or my GitHub username. So I expect you to do that. Then have to share your repository URL. Your repository URL will be like this: github.com/username/ the repository URL. In your case, it will be like this: Kanishkar or whatever business name. Don't give your name. Instead of that, some business name. It can be anything, Casa Grande or Casa Grande or whatever business name you have used. You can give that. You have come across whatever the business name you have come across, you can give it. Or if you have some name like, if I become a businessman, then I will give this as my business name. If you have some words like that, then you can give that as well to give something. But don't give that Bisland. Other than that, try some other name. So don't get confused. Instead of Bisland, we will have that name. That's it. There won't be any other difference in this web page. Okay, there won't be any other difference in this web page. Just this text Bisland badala, instead of Bisland, we will have some other name. Okay. So I hope you are clear on today's assignment. Complete this. Make sure you complete today itself and inform Shubha. So if you reach till sixth step, you have completed the web page. That's it. If you have any question, you can stay or we can leave. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a great day ahead.